Hello, welcome back to Tarot by Andy. Thank you for being here. This is my vibrational reading. Please do your own research for entertainment purposes and allegedlys. So today I stumbled upon a video by Bookworm2. It was about King Charles is doing a documentary, you guys, on saving the world and saving the planet and not saving his own people. Yeah, you heard that right. I don't want to say too much. You can go over and watch it, but we know, apparently, allegedly, entertainment purposes, it is rumored that William and Charles are butting heads on how things are going to be done, that William is not Charles' like-minded son, and that William has also, because he's now in charge of Cornwall, he is making it possible for people to be landowners versus just renting, apparently. This is what I'm getting, which was what they argued and fought about. So the sooner the better William can be king, the better, because Charles is too busy in Scotland. Yeah. And the comment section is, well, Charles, people are saying this, Charles has never been a very good prince. He's always been away in Scotland. Always Scotland, 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 one commenter said. So here we go. Let's get a spread on Charles and his documentary on changing the world, when really he should be worrying about his own people. Because there's a lot going on and a lot of horrific situations that are not being controlled. You got a terrible prime minister. Nobody likes him. Like, it's close to, like, what, 80% of people want him out? Yet he's busy making a documentary. He's just, I know it's not necessarily his control, but he really should be stay in his own lane. And he's just getting out of his own lane, trying to be like a world hero. That would be like a hero complex right there. That would be quite egomaniacal, too, to think that you can do that. It sounds like Harry trying to save the world on social media and control that. And people are saying, well, he's a globalist. Go figure. So let's get some cards on that. Let's get some cards on Charles thinking he's going to save the world. How's that going to be? Well, he's trying to put his plans in action because he thinks everything's morally corrupt, but basically it's not going to be balanced. It's not going to happen. I'm just going to go from there and go from here and see what's going on in the center. So there we go. He's going to try to make it happen. He's ambitious to do it, and he wants to succeed and win at all costs with the Chariot. And if he thinks it, he can make it happen because he has all the tools available to do it. But what he's doing isn't going to be fair and balanced. There was no negotiation for him. It wasn't even up for negotiation. So it's basically forcing it. There's going to be some lies and deceit in the situation. And we have here, he's taking a risk. He's thinking he can rebuild and build things up and build up the stability of people, and that they will celebrate him. He'll think that will be good for him, for the firm. The Four of Wands is business and home. And the Fool is, I'm going to do this. Maybe they'll be loyal, maybe they won't. But I'm going to take this new beginning and trying to create a building situation for common goals and the gathering of souls, and the universe will bless me doing this. So he's thinking this is like a parting gift of his legacy, and that he's capable of getting what he wants. He's wanted it for a long time, thinking about it, sitting out the window, looking out, dreaming of it, because the Two of Wands is sort of dreaming and planning and thinking about your next maneuvers you're going to make. But a lot of people feel it's very unfair and unjustice because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. And a lot of people are going to actually want to take revenge on him because the Chariot is a revenge card. He's flowing in just one direction here with the Chariot. Well, really, that makes it unfair for the people. If he's flowing in one direction and he's going full momentum and speeding up, he's thinking the universe will be blessed by this because it's a universe help position. And he's taking action, and he's thinking he can harness the good and the darkness of life and probably eradicate some of the darkness with the justice in reverse, the unfairness, and thinking, well, the universe is going to bless me. The universe is going to bless me. I can rebuild everything up and give a solid foundation because I'm capable of doing it. And then we have here the Six of Cups in reverse. There's a lot of disagreements here, a lot of struggling. I would say some of this is his bad childhood, unhappy childhood vibes. So this was sort of an inner contemplation from when he was very young. And, you know, it's a way to tuck away and hide away some of his past negative memories from his childhood. And a lot of people are not harmonious in the situation. He's not going to get the consolidation of support with that Six of Cups in reverse. And then we have here, Camilla's not really on board, it looks like, even though she might say she is. She was going to show there and act celebratory about it, because this is joy and celebration. But it's also a form of, with that Queen in reverse, the Empress in reverse, is the project doesn't look like something that she's birthing. It's not her project. It's strictly his. So she's really not going to totally be a huge part of it if she's in it. She's not the one building it. She's not the one creating it. If she's a hostess in it, it's just going to be brief. She's not really influenced by it. She's not influencing it, because the Empress upright would be influencing it and nurturing it and getting the fruitfulness of it. So I would say that's not necessarily the case for her, because she is the queen consort queen. He made her the queen. She was supposed to be queen's consort, but, he went against his mother, right? So that's why that's unfair up there, to build up her. But there's been a lot of pushback here with that Six of Cups in reverse. So it's like the time to grow up position here. He thinks this is something I've been tucking and hiding away and struggling. So now's my time. I'm ready to plan this, and I'm going to do this, and I will succeed, even if people say it's unfair, and not birthing things that he should be birthing, which is also, a lot of people aren't happy with Megan's moon bump. There's a lot of disharmony with that. Go figure. And being careful with his words with the Two of Swords in reverse. So he's going to be very careful, because everyone's going to fight him on it. So there's the arguments fighting. There's fighting within the royal house of the house card here of Four of Wands, and it threatening the stability. And this could affect Catherine, putting Catherine in reverse where she won't be queen. And it's a really non-negotiable situation. And basically with that Two of Swords here, he's closing his heart off. People are closing their heart off. He's closing his heart off. And there's going to be nothing but chaos and drama of the Five of Wands. And so it's really a battle of his ego right now. There's been a lot of negative fuel. It's a negative fuel card. So a lot of negativity is going to be swinging his way. A lot of fires are going to be started. And it's just basically pretty non-negotiable here. And so he has to be very careful with what he says. And, it's basically, he's creating fears here, and, lack of direction here, and intellectually a lack of direction. And it's sort of a roadblock intellectually. So he needs to be open, but he's not open. He does have his heart chakra blocked, and it's just the decision's already made. So you're not going to be able to change it. And, so sorry, I already did it. It's not a maybe. It's a yes. I'm already doing it. I don't care if you like it or not. I'm going to be really guarded here, even though people are fighting me on it. And even though the family's fighting me on it, and the women are not really part of it. And I can just kind of hide these memories here, these negative memories from my past. He's had this fantasy. It's looking like this fantasy from his past, finally doing something he's always wanted to do. It's kind of known he's always liked theater, and now he gets to kind of take the stage and be the primary star of the show. And he's enjoying it, and it's just not up to debate. And it's just may not go well here with that Justice in reverse. People are going to think, well, what are you doing that? That's not fair. That's not fair. What about the struggling of others? What about the challenges of others? What about planning for the challenges of others? How unfair this is. What about the homes, the challenges and the struggles and the chaos in the homes? Women who can't even feed their children and nurture their children. What about the struggles of that? And it's not negotiable with you, and you're taking a risk. and we're not harmonious with you, what the hell do we have you there for? Why are we paying you so much money to be the king when you're worrying about the world at large? What about us? Next position, he's putting in all the wrong moves. Yeah, he's putting in all the wrong moves. He should revert back to old plans in order to be loved. He's going to court people, invite people, but it's the wrong idea. It's the wrong plan. And actually, he needs to deal with the people that do love him. But even the people that love him are saying, wow, what are you doing here? I'm not too motivated here. I'm not interested in you. It's showing he doesn't care about the people that love what's already there. And he's just doing what he wants. He doesn't care. He's not motivated to fulfill the people that love and support him necessarily. He's basically turned his back and riding a different wave, going away from the people that support him and support the monarchy. And he's taking a risk on himself, which is not going to turn out so good right here. It's going to be fairly unfulfilled here. And there's going to be a lot of arguments here. So it's not looking good. It's just not looking good. I'll put that there. And the king in reverse until his death. So this is sort of a parting legacy, like I just said, till his death. Okay, I'm not going to always be king. I could be stripped and removed. This is what people are saying. He should take a step down, let William step in, and so we can change the monarchy. And we're not happy with this king, the emperor in reverse, the queen in reverse, putting both of them in reverse so we can transition. When is he going to die, kind of? Or is this going to be a transition of removal and stripping, or taking a step back? Camilla takes a step back, put both of them stepping back from the foundation of the monarchy, the firm, and transition everything. Let's see about this transition underneath. Yeah, because basically it's a poor investment of his time, and it's basically turning into a shattered legacy. And he's being a workaholic for the wrong purposes. And people are not going to want to support the monarchy if he keeps going down the road that he's going down, not taking care of his son, not taking care of his people. And he's basically glowing himself down. He thinks he's glowing himself up. He's not. He's a sick person who will not be healing fully. And I think he's fearing that this is his final call, final legacy, but definitely a negative legacy. And it could crash down everything. People say, well, what a nasty family. What are they doing? Why are they even in this position? And maybe we should kill off the entire legacy of the wealthy island of stability, giving them the fruits of life. Why do we give him this? Is he even working for us? It's a loss of money. It's a loss of money, poor investment for the people, for the families, because he's not working to create stability for the families so that they can feel comfortable and that they can get the fruits of life and the cornucopia of whatever he can give the people. They're not, it's just taking him down, taking himself down, really. And people are going to be like, well, he doesn't want to be seen right now. Well, what kind of deceit is he involved in? It's looking like he needs to learn this lesson here. And the ugly reality is coming out now. Whatever fantasy he had, whatever thick lies or whatever he's lying about in the situation, people are going to call him crazy a bit. And basically, it's to swallow the reality pill. And this illusion that he's having that he's going to save the world is not going to happen. And he's doing it to really anchor himself here with the Nine of Pentacles for his own pleasures and for his own sense of well-being, not for the well-being of others, because he's not helping the families. And since it's going to be like towards his death, or getting towards his death, the ending of his reign here, it could very well end his reign. And then it's just going to be relationship issues, plans going awry here, and then nothing's going to go right with the Five of Cups, which is the mourning, sadness, regrets, imperfection, people being concerned, feeling it's betrayal of and knowing the truth. Why is he spending his time doing this? So it's feeling like a loss, and that they know the truth. So when you know the truth, there's that disappointment and grief. And there's going to be a lot of arguments and harsh words for him with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And people are going to want to recover the situation. and they're going to have a lot of arguments here, and a lot of pain and betrayal there, and realizing, well, it doesn't seem like he's checked out here with that Ace of Swords. And what kind of lies is he saying? And how are we going to recover from this? Also, how are we going to recover from the loss if he passes away, doesn't heal, and he's doing this as a last legacy call? How are we going to heal from this? And, he needs to speak and be careful what he says, because whatever he says is going to be turned into a real nasty, painful word spoken with that Ace of Swords in reverse. And he's feeling so stressed right now over his health battles here that he's afraid everyone's going to know the truth about his struggling health battle, and that he's basically checking out. It's too stressful, and he's sort of checking out and doing something for pleasure that he's always thought about and planned about and wanted to do for himself here, and make his reality here, make his own reality, thinking that he's a teacher. He's kind of putting on his actor cap, but it can also be a bit about lies, thinking he's offering stuff to the universe, and so I say it, so it is. So it's like kind of this arrogance here, and people are not going to go for it. They're going to be like, what a stupid idea. What was he thinking here with this Ace of Swords? And wow, really, he needs to be careful what he says here. So this hasn't really hit big news here about, Cornwall, people be able to buy their property. And this has been kind of like on the down low. It hasn't been really widely talked about. And he's going to maintain that pattern of behavior. And he's thinking that with that high priestess, that he's going based off his inner guidance. And he's going to try to keep his calm, cool demeanor here of the high priestess. And he's going to try to save money. And it's my property, people included. So he wants to keep the secret from the people, from the Commonwealth, from everyone. And unfortunately, the fact that I have the Moon card, it's already leaked out. It's leaked out that it feels like a big old lie. And he's kind of like someone who's like, wow, no wonder why we haven't seen you, and you've been gone somewhere, and you've been off in the shadows somewhere, and we're going to tell you no. He will never glow up to be someone that they really admire. It's coming down to a position of saying no to him, and no, we don't agree with you. This is an agreement. We don't agree with you. He's going to get a lot of arguments and criticism against him, but he's going to keep it, and he doesn't care. He's thinking, well, I am going to get what I want because I'm the leader. I am the King of Pentacles. I am the worldly success. I have it all. I am the advisor and the leader, and I will do what I want. And then we have the Two of Cups in reverse here, is he's not open to receive anything anybody has to say to him. He will emotionally block himself off with the Two of Cups. That would be also his own son, William. So he's going to feel a sense of shame and war, with the Five of Pentacles being shame, and the Five of Swords being at war with himself and war with others, and nobody will give up the battle. No one's going to give, no one's giving in to each other. So it's going to create a lot of shame in the establishment within the family. Charles is going to feel scorned. And there's going to be some relationship issues. He's got his son to take care of, which has been war. He's got this ongoing issues of caring for himself. It's caring for the sick, Five of Pentacles. And it's at war with his health, caring for the sick here. It's been a real blow to his ego. So I feel this is like an ego project that he's always wanted, and he's going to do it before he passes, before he leaves the earth plane. He knows it's his mortality is in the forefront of his thinking here, and he's just constantly at war with himself. And he's got this feeling of being like this crippled spirit who, probably due to his son, the estrangement of his son, a constant war with that. It was too stressful, checked out. But people are not going to be happy with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, feeling it's poor judgment. It's a pentacle. So with that pentacle, people are going to think he can't pass the test of time. And it's also the loss of life. So he wants to do this one thing before he loses his life and sort of walks away from everything. So this is like his life project that was put on the back burner, and now he's finally doing it before he passes, is really what the spread is about. And a legacy he's hoping will be positive, but it's not going to go down the way he thinks it will. A lot of people will walk away from him because they'll see him as a bad apple. They won't have confidence in him. They will lose confidence in him. It's the seed of doubt with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And people will be dissatisfied from all the mountains and obstacles to face. He's not doing his job. He dropped the ball on it, and he's walking away from his obligations, thinking, well, I'm an escapist. I have mountains and obstacles to do, but I'm going to run away from it. I'm going to walk away from it and drop the ball. So everyone's going to lose confidence in King Charles. That's how I see it. Not good for King Charles. Oh, well, not much I can say about that. So anyways, all right, you guys, hope you enjoyed this. Till next time, like and subscribe, and you can go watch Bookworm 2 on that video. Until next time, I'll see you again. Bye, you guys.